Aloha everyone. I really had a great time with you all in this class, and I hope that we will continue to have a relationship. And please feel free to continue to email me and contact me about things. And I've really learned a lot from you, and uh, have enjoyed the discussions on difficult things and difficult problems facing the Japanese. If I've ever gotten any answers for anything, it's just meditating on these things, praying about them, and seeking God and praying to God to help me find an answer. And as we do this, and as we get wise counsel with one another and the different parts of the body chip in, I think that we will have a better and better chance of finding the different things that will be key to seeing the Japanese come to Christ. I wanted to share with you a parable. There was a deadly disease in Japan, and everyone was dying from it. And we all worked for a pharmaceutical company, and our boss worked night and day to finally find a cure for this disease. And then he gives us the cure, and he says, "Tell everyone that I have the cure for this disease. You don't have to die." Because I have to go to China, and they're having a problem with this disease also, and I need to work there. So he gives us the cure, and he leaves. And then when he comes back 10 years later, all the people in Japan are dead. And he tells us, "Why are all these people dead? Didn't I tell you to tell them that I had the cure for this disease?" And we say, "Yes, you did. And we told them, but for some reason they couldn't understand us, and so they wouldn't take the cure." And he said, "Why didn't you try telling them in a different way so they could understand this was the cure and they didn't have to die?" And we say, "Well, we were so afraid that you might get mad at us if we said it in a way that you didn't approve of, that we didn't try." And do you think that the boss would say, "Well done, my good and faithful servants"? Or he would say, "I am very displeased. You're fired"? And everyone who I ask what the boss would say will say that he would say, "You're fired." Well, we have the same situation here, where our boss has given us not only the cure for this life, but for eternal life. But the people, for some reason, don't understand how good our God is. Otherwise, they would accept him. If they knew he was their God, they knew he was a God of love who loved them, not only loved them if they act like someone else, and if they could understand what Jesus came and did for them. And of course, not everyone will accept Christ, but my experience using culture-specific evangelism, when we find the keys that open the gates of their minds and hearts to who he is, many more accept him. So many people say, "Oh, you know, we can't bring people to Christ in Japan, and that's just the way it is. Many are called, few are chosen," and yet they're all praying for revival. And what I've seen is that using culture-specific evangelism has been key for revival for not only many people around the world, but personally what we've seen in Hawaii, and what we're starting to see with God's fingerprints in Japan, as so many have been helped and encouraged and open to the gospel through using a few keys that we've found. But now that you have this knowledge, you are responsible for it, and that also responsible to try to find a new way to preach the gospel, because our old way has not been working, to the Japanese, that they might understand and know the love of their Creator God, the God who loves them, the God who came and died for them. And this is our goal, all of us, I know. And so as you take this journey, I'd love to hear what you find and what you're thinking. So let's please stay in contact. God bless you. I really, again, have enjoyed spending this time with you.